Hey there, this is Mike Wolf, founder of Mike Wolf Mastery in beautiful downtown Calgary, Alberta, Canada. And as you can see in this video, there's a lot of cranes on the horizon. There's a lot of construction going on. And in a way, it's kind of worrisome because a lot of these big projects, they get planned years and years in advance. It takes a long time to build some of these high-rise buildings and commercial stuff. And it's based on valuations that are predicting into the future. And when you're in an economy that is as strong as Calgary was when oil was high — Calgary's an oil city for those of you who don't know — a lot of those valuations are going to be inaccurate. And what we're going to see is a lot of these buildings may be over-financed. They may be over-leveraged if there's to be a correction in the Canadian market, which a lot of people are predicting right now. They're predicting as much as a 50% decrease and possibly the biggest correction in Canadian history in real estate prices. So I don't like to be the bringer of bad news, and I own a lot of property here myself that I bought a long time ago. I'm not currently buying anything here in Calgary, but I bought it a while ago. And I, of course, don't want the market to go down either. However, it seems inevitable, and there's a couple of reasons for that. One is that Canadians are more in debt than we've ever been as a nation, and that's we're managing it quite well because the interest rates have been at record lows. However, with the trillions of dollars that were injected into the U.S. economy, hyperinflation is pretty much inevitable, and we're going to see interest rates rising, and we're going to see a lot of Canadians probably struggling with some of the debt that they've created. They're not going to be able to manage it as easily. Plus, we're going to see likely some job layoffs. We've seen a lot of that in the oil patch already, and a lot of people are going to unfortunately run into trouble. So this stuff will all trickle down into the real estate sector, unfortunately. So my advice is, if you're thinking of buying real estate in Canada, me personally, I would be holding off and watching to see what happens. I would definitely be looking at buying in the U.S., where they're recovering nicely from the recession in most of the major centers, and we're seeing some big upward pressure on the prices, and things are looking pretty rosy compared to here in Canada. So it also makes me wonder, why is a house in Calgary, average house price here is over $500,000. So a starter home is $500,000. Why is a home here 7 times more expensive than a place like Atlanta? And why is it so much more expensive than a place like Houston, which is also an oil city? So they have a lot of stuff in common, yet the prices are much different. So these are things you want to ask yourself. And when we see markets that are overinflated, and people have been for years paying, in my opinion, way too much for real estate in most Canadian cities, and it was for the people who are in the oil patch making really good money, it was okay. But unfortunately, oil is cyclical, and now it is not doing what it used to do. So be very careful where you're buying. Think, why is this market underpriced? Is it overpriced? Is it sustainable at these prices? And to me, the answer in places like Calgary, Vancouver, Toronto, the answer is no. These prices are not sustainable. And in the States and a lot of the markets, I would say it's not sustainable to be so low. When we look at cities like Atlanta, Kansas City, Missouri, Houston, Texas, some of the markets that I like to invest in, the cost of renting is a lot higher than the cost of ownership. And the reason that people are still renting is because they can't get financing from the banks. Once the banks loosen up, all these renters are going to go back to being homeowners, and they're going to push and drive those prices up probably quite quickly. So this is stuff you want to keep in mind. Like I said, I don't want to be, I'm not a doomsday kind of guy. I'm not trying to scare you. I'm not selling off all my properties that I own, but I'm certainly not acquiring more here in Canada. So I hope that helps, adds value to you. If you find this helpful, please subscribe to my channel so I can keep bringing you the latest information. And as always, I am here for you. So if I can add value or help you in any way, please reach out, let me know. I'm always happy to help. Have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon.